Everybody, how's everybody doing this morning? Is it a good morning? I think it might be. I think it just might be a good morning. Oh, JJ has a video from 4 days ago that I want to see. But let's get into what's going on with the live stream. Hopefully, people are doing well this morning. Where is it? No, seriously, I don't know where my thumbnail is. Use it all the time. I can't find it. There it is. Got it. All right, so 46 people in here. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Guys is a general term. What's going on, Chef Hood, Eric, Matt? I feel like M Kriegs. I'm saying it right. Diana, Mac. Another pre-market, another price drop. Sai looks like this Monday will be more of the same. I mean, it looks like this Monday could be more of the same, but then again, we could see a complete reversal. We could see a bounce, and I'm hoping that's the case. Some people are hoping that we could see it drop past 30. I really don't want to see that because I don't have any more money to put in there. All the money that is coming in is going towards, different bills and all that stuff. So it's not something that where I have extra money to put in there. And then also as AMC drops, you see Zomedica, you see SOS drop, and Dogecoin has been staying consistently around that 18 cent mark for a while. It did jump up, I think, to 20 cents, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really is that right? Okay. Good. The last time I remember I was going between two, it was like Kriegs and like Kriegs or something, but Kriegs. I keep trying to remember that. I didn't tell you how beautiful you are. And what are your thoughts on AMC looking very similar to parabolic art? I'll post in the Discord. AMC. Yeah, I mean, to tell you the truth, yeah, definitely post in the Discord. But anything that I have seen, based on history or patterns, it really hasn't, followed through because since it is being manipulated, it's more or less just, they're trying to show us what they want to show us. Eventually, we'll get to a point to where they physically can't show us that because they don't have enough money to show us what they want to show us. So right now, I'm still skeptical as to everything that I do see here. You shouldn't obviously take it as the truth, what's in front of you. The price is true. This is what the price is, comparable to what they're doing and what we're doing. But ultimately, I think we're going to have that rip soon. But again, this is merely my opinion. It's not fact. It's my opinion. Guitar here. Every time you go on Twitch, there's always like a video that pops up automatically. I wish you could like stop it from playing. Yeah, I have the desktop on. The desktop audio. Sorry. Hello, Matt and everyone else from Germany. How you doing? Morning, Matt. I was wondering if you heard anything about the second book trades. I haven't heard anything about that. What's the premise behind that? It was a go where we were looking at that first. Second book. Uh, Seems it could be trading in if thousands, but firm could be hiding true price. What's really going on? So again, with this like true price, I think it's possible. I mean, there's a lot of theories out there. I like to stick to what I know, because yeah, it's great to understand some of this stuff. But then again, it's merely all speculation, right? But I haven't looked into it. I would have to do that. That this post that I see on Reddit is about a month ago. It's from about a month ago. Oh man, everybody. Oh, I just read that. Your thoughts on AMC? One from Los Angeles, Norway tuned in. Thank you for being here. Do you think that the new COVID variant might have our chances of the squeeze? I don't think so. I think the new COVID variant. I don't know how strong it's going to be, or how what we're going to do, what actions we're going to take um, into, obviously not getting the second strain of COVID. I need a new mic arm because it's completely leaning bad. Um, but yeah, I don't know what they'll do with it, but I will say um, that it will hurt the revenue chances of the company, but I don't think it'll hurt the squeeze, because the if you've seen my reaction video that I posted last night, I posted a link to it in the community tab of my channel, of this channel, and it's also on the Matt Reacts channel. So if you guys want to subscribe over there, go ahead and check that out. This guy, which he seems very smart, has looked at all like the financials and fundamentals about the company, and was talking about the fact that they usually a company will offer a bunch of shares in order to innovate and change their business, which is 100% true. But with AMC, it's a different situation, to where they're relying on people going out and seeing movies. Either way, they had enough in order to last them really the rest of the pandemic. And since the pandemic kind of sort of stopped abruptly, and now we're starting, I guess, back up with this new variant, it might be it might be a situation where you take revenues away from the company, and that's not what you want, because AMC, the the leaders and executive team, everybody there in AMC is trusting us in order to support the business as much as we possibly can. Like, I will support it because I love movies, and I will continue to go. And if it comes to the point to where they stop a lot of businesses from operating yet again, then that ends up being a horrible situation for the company, and the company can't trust us, which means they may have to find a way to offer shares at certain prices, which could bring the price down. So it just really depends. I hope that they don't have something where they do a complete shutdown yet again. That will suck. But yeah, that's my feelings. Is there another market crash will affect anything good or bad, or wait, sorry. Is there another market crash? Will this affect anything good or bad, or for us? Will they just try to short and hold? Hopefully this hoping this happens. Yeah, it seems like that's their mindset is really to short as much as they can and then hold their position. Not even just hold it all together, short it and then um, end up covering some of their older shorts, reshorting at different highs, watching this drop down, and then watching us give up because a lot of people, when you have a mass amount of people that you depend on, once they start seeing things go down, you start seeing things or start seeing people drop off. And it's not like the hedge funds who, they are like one or two that are just sitting there and they understand the mindset, what they need to do. And if they continue to do it, then you have more people that are looking to sell off over here. However, we do have a large amount of people that are willing to hold, that do not care about what the hell the hedge funds are doing now. At this point, the hedge funds don't want to make money because making money is off the table. It's just for them to get back to, even close to break even and make sure that we lose. If we lose, then we can't put any more money into other positions that they want to short. But if we win, then we start seeing a lot of the other situations that they start to short, they start to double down and triple down on, and we start to bring a lot of people together in other positions as well. So they don't want that to happen. So the whole mindset that they have is for us to lose. It's not for them to win. It's for us to lose because no matter what, they can't make money. They've been losing billions of dollars, and it's not to a point to where they want to make money at this point. They just don't want us to win. So do I think another market crash will, I think there's another market crash? Yeah, but I think it's going to be based on, the hedge funds, what they do. If they start to pull out of all of their long plays, then yes, you're going to see a lot of the market end up decreasing that they hold long positions in. But it's going to be tough in that situation. But if they don't, we could see a lot of things increase, and I think they'll just cover their shorts and give up. But I don't know if that's really what they will end up doing, if that makes sense. I just make AMC squeeze already. I don't know about that. Do you think we will drop more today? Um, I'm See, I think we will. Just like I talked about on Friday, I said, it looks like a green day, and people are thinking it's a green day. I would like to see it a green day, but I don't believe it's going to be a green day, and that's exactly what happened. I thought we were going to be closer to around 1% down. We were going to go up to as high as like, I don't know, 10% or so, and then we would end up dropping down to, you know, break even or down 1%. And today I'm thinking that, it's more or less, it looks like a red day. But then again, I'm thinking that we might see a positive day today. We'll see how the volume plays out the rest of the pre-market, but we have to, take our time a little bit here. So I'm gonna wait until probably like 7 or so to give any type of prediction. I really only go until 9, so hopefully that's okay with everybody. I was going till 10 for a while, but I am going till 9. That's any information that I can give out here, any live stream that I can put up is definitely a good thing. In 30 minutes, we will go to members only though, just to make sure we get all of the questions answered from members. There was a person that I met, and I'm not going to say where it is, and I just want to make sure that because I wanted to give him a shout out, but I didn't catch his name. My daughter was pulling me along, and I felt rushed. So if you are that person in this live stream, if you are a subscriber, and he was an OG subscriber from back when I did, more credit card content than anything. That's amazing to be able to run into one of those people, because not only to run into somebody that knew me from the AMC streams or even AMC videos, just to run into somebody that knew me from my content before when I had less subscribers and has been following me for a while. That's more amazing than anything. So I appreciate the fact that he said something and everything. So I just want to be able to say something there. and give him a shout out if he has a YouTube channel or anything. I'll definitely do that. So if you let me know who you are and where I met you, just so I know that it is you, then we can definitely work through that shout out. But that was fun. It was a great weekend. This weekend was a total fun fest. Yeah, I did see it. I think the second strain is their way to try and close AMC so they go bankrupt. I mean, I don't know, but um, the guy that I was watching yesterday, Sean, brought up I guess sort of a good point about other businesses getting back to pre-COVID levels, other corporations. Just know that corporations, a lot of the corporations were, I don't know, they kind of had like their hand held through this whole entire COVID pandemic, right? They were basically saying, oh well, you know what, don't go to small businesses, let's go to a lot of these corporations in order to I guess drive revenues there and make sure those businesses don't fail. You have to go to Walmart because they include groceries and their grocery stores. So you have to go there. Same thing with Target. All these different companies. So I don't know if it's just to close AMC. Like that's not a thing that they're like, oh, you know what, we should introduce this new variant and say that um, we're gonna close AMC. I don't think that's the case. I mean, you eat medium steak, so you're already losing. I eat medium steak, so I'm already losing. Fall down with Kenny. Kenny earns 2 million per hour. It's sick. I don't waste time with YouTube scams with money. 68 million in a month. Good morning, world. Good morning, Jay. Oh, that soft-spoken voice early in the morning really gets me ready for the day. Well, that's awesome. I like to hear that. Ape's not leaving. Yes. How much more damage can we take this week? I think it'll be a green week. I don't know. I hope so. I hope we see something pretty big, but you never really can predict it 100%. I know we've seen a down couple of weeks. It hasn't been great at all. Erica has been saying, oh well, I she's seen my video where I said I was down 14K, but obviously I'm still up altogether. Um, she's seen that and she was just like, oh, you're down 14K. That doesn't seem like you're doing well with your investments. And I was like, yes and no. I was explaining to her about AMC. She really didn't understand. But yeah, it starts to get everybody's attention. It gets everybody's attention when you're making a lot of money and also when you're losing a lot of money. When it's somewhere flat in the middle, like if we were hovering around 50 or 55, there wouldn't be a point to where people are really like questioning it too much. Yes, people start to get tired of holding something that doesn't move, but they'd rather hold something that doesn't move than something that drops down half the price, And I watched your reaction video from a couple of days ago. I like that when you're a hot potato. That's funny. Yeah, if anybody has any of those other videos that we can call out and just, not saying we want to destroy their channel. I just don't want people to spread information if they're not doing all the research and to use the like if you're trying to be realistic with stuff, just understand that the negative clickbait titles don't work, especially if you're new to YouTube. They don't work unless it's something to where everybody understands the negative about it. You can say the stock market is crashing. That's a negative title that actually kind of creates some sort of a positive because you're warning everybody that the stock market is crashing. I just bit my tongue and that hurt. But then like stuff like this to where you say like AMC will be destroyed by retail investors, or AMC is done, or you're losing, or something like that. That's not something where you take a whole community and push them against you. You're literally going outside of your comfort zone to where you have your own subscribers, and now you're reaching a whole new group of people and completely burning those bridges. You know what I mean? Never a good thing. We have 302 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Um, it does help everyone, not just me, everyone. You looked in the FI group? No, I haven't. Good morning, Matt, and family. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. I did have a great weekend. It was pretty good. You're healing me, Smalls. Fat fingers and autocorrect. A horrible combination for smartphones. Yes, yes, they are. Top of the morning, ladies and gents. Always remember to dust settles. Oh, we will be on top. Yes, I believe you. I'm in full belief. Do you still play golf? I try to. I try to as much as I can. I play. I've been playing every Tuesday for the last like 3 weeks, maybe. So 3 times at least in the last month. I feel like we were hitting the bottom of a U. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're hitting the bottom of that firm dip. Let's look at what's good is, I mean, I guess not good. We're seeing this movement, consistent movement, consistent movement here, and then a little recovery. Consistent movement here does not deviate from that line. So, we're seeing that increase. Are we going to see another continuation of that, dropping below 31 at this point? It's a possibility. I would hope we see a double bottom here. We create a W formation, maybe at 31, and see that bounce up. So maybe today won't be a good day, but you never really know. You need to go buy a PS5. I have one. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. It says Ja. Yes. Yes. PS5 better. Good morning. I don't know. I still haven't played my PS5, so I don't know if it's better. I got so frustrated at the stock market. I took a week off. Well, that's good because then you don't get scared about what's happening, and I don't think you will. But um, people will, or a lot of people, I guess, are getting a little fearful about what's happening, in the markets. Don't be scared if we test 28 or lower. Yeah, I mean that's exactly what I'm thinking. Do you go to Top Golf? I've been to Top Golf one time, and I've been to different states that have Top Golfs, and I just never. Matthew Gonzalez, thank you for becoming a member. I just never, you know, I don't know, went there. Some of them, my daughter upstairs yelling and stomping, so hopefully they don't hear that. Got both of them yelling upstairs. It's adorable. What was I saying? Yeah, I went to Top Golf. I went to two different. I went to one Top Golf one time, and that was in was it in South? No, it was in New Jersey. I went to New Jersey Top Golf, but I could have went to Pittsburgh Top Golf. Um, I could have went to Top Golf in South Carolina, which was not too far away from our condo. I could have went to so many different Top Golfs, and I love those. I want to go to the one in Vegas because I hear that's the best one. You think you think it could go sub 20? I think it definitely, for me, I think it definitely can go sub 20. It could. I would most likely like to see a bounce off of certain levels and just see that skyrocket from here because I don't want to see it drop down to those levels. If it does, then we're definitely in the area to where we're seeing the firm dip all the way down to um, pre-increase levels. You know, maybe down to 10 or 9, and then see it skyrocket all the way up past 100. But no one will know when that's going to take off from there. I follow the line just if you can and hold YouTubers, super chatters making money off of us eating a damn minute line all day playing with the emotions. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that to an extent. Once you see things that start to take off on YouTube where they get a lot of popularity, there's so many people that start to do it, and so many people that start to create a following based off of it. And this is why I'm not a person who lives by super chats. Like, I'm not a person that will ask you for any super chats. You don't have to super chat. If you want to, then you can. But I try and do members only most times, just so that most questions can get answered by only basically saying, hey, 99 cents a month, and you can talk, or say as much as you want, and we can answer those things. So um, didn't sell at 70s, no way in how I would sell now, but I do buy the dips. I would think so because it's so low that people stack up on shares. I don't know. I may be wrong. Um, how everyone else feels, but the price action makes me feel like uh, we're so close, even if we aren't. Though, keep holding to the moon. I hear what you mean. It does make, I guess, a lot of people more nervous when they see it drop down in this manner. But you understand with how it's dropping, it looks too perfect. It looks too perfect of a drop. So you know that there's a lot of manipulation that's going on there. So yeah, it does make me feel like we're getting closer and closer to that eventual jump. The lower it goes, I go through the roof. Do you own GME? Yes, I own 20 shares of GME. Only PS5 games I love were never played. This is the first PlayStation I've owned since like a PlayStation 2, so I don't know what games you're talking about. I do want to play a lot of God of War though. I thought I opened it back up, but I pressed the wrong thing. I appreciate people telling me right away. But yeah, what was I saying? So something about after the chat. What was I going on about then? Heavy start to cover. What does that mean? So, what does it look like? Anyways, what I was saying was that they try to paint this perfect picture, basically saying that this was around what, 6% or 6% change, which we haven't seen like that big of a change in the short interest change, basically saying they were returning 9 million shares or something around there, and borrowing around 2 million. That's kind of what you want to see when you start seeing them covering. But then you would also see the price action. You would see the price move up a hefty amount, because if it is jumping up a lot, then you would see sorry, there's a lot of deleted messages. I guess it was the Fs that were going through. But yeah, once you start seeing them cover, you would see the price increase a rapid amount. The fact that it was consistently going down was not something that we seen as them, covering their shorts. Obviously, they're showing us what they want to show us, and then trying to basically say, oh, you know what, they're covering, but the price isn't going up. But in the background, they're doing something else in order to continue bringing that price down. So what we see is not the truth. The only thing that we see that's the truth right now is the price, and the price is reflective of everything that's happening in the background and right in front of your face. So we're still good with sound, right? I think we are. It's weird for me if you what's that? A few days I have more money to buy even more. So I hope it won't shoot up before that. On the other side, I want it to rip as soon as possible. I understand what you mean. Now, I don't have any more money to add to it, because it seems like everything that I have now is going to be going towards bills and a surprising Amex bill that I didn't budget for. But that's just me. So I don't have any more money to put towards the dip, which I thought I would, because tomorrow is the day that I get paid from YouTube. So, but all that YouTube money is going towards more bills and stuff. So it's just great time of the month. In the middle of the month, that's when it happens. It's always great. We've seen the potential fallout of the manipulation of AMC, and they have been pushing the price down every week. The final Hail Mary play is coming to push AMC below 19, then blast off to the moon. That's a good point. I mean, I don't want to see it drop that low, but if it does, it does. That will be below my cost basis at the moment, because my cost basis is 26, and I'll still be holding. I feel like this thing is going to drop so low that they're going to cover at cheaper prices. I'm wondering if the problem is that once they start covering at cheaper prices, it increases the price. So if they cover, let's say they drop it down with consistent shorts, right, and some selling as well, some consistent shorts, they end up shorting all the way down to 20. Now they move the price all the way down to $20. Once they start shorting, the price is going to start to increase, because we're still holding our positions. So basically, they're going to lose money on the later shorts that they put in place, and as long as they continue to hold those later shorts, they're going to lose money on those. Yes, they can make money on the older shorts, but essentially they're going to either break even or possibly lose a ton of money on the way up. You know what I mean? Unless they start to, unless you have a lot of selling that's going on in there as well. I think this thing is going to drop. I just read. The problem is this. Aren't buying stocks. They aren't covering. Thank you for helping us. Yeah, no problem. I mean, that's what I'm here for, is just to spread, positivity. And again, I mean, this is not financial advice that I'm giving. I'm not a financial advisor. No matter how many, degrees that I have, I'm not a financial advisor. This is merely just my opinion. And when I talk about like day trading and swing trading, I always talk about managing your risk. But in plays like this, I don't believe that you really need to manage too much risk. It's great to be able to manage what you put in initially, and that's what I did, and then essentially, took away from that. But you manage what you can so that you can basically say, okay, well, this is how much I'm willing to lose. And if you get to a point where you're like, all right, well, you know what, I gained so much out of it, let me take what I originally put into it and play the rest and let the rest be fun money to play with. You can play with it however you want there, but I know that this is a different play than a standard swing trade or day trade. Where are the people saying AMC to 1K, 5K? I'm standing by my 100 to 200. $1,000 is the bottom. I believe that's the case. I don't believe that most people will sell at 100 or 200. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna close it up. Thank you guys for being. We got Ken Griff showing up here. Close it up to members only. Hopefully my voice doesn't go out. I started to feel like my voice was going away earlier this weekend, like Saturday. Came back a little bit on Sunday. $1,000 the bottom for. I believe that as well. You can see Musk trying to punt Doge again. No, I didn't see that. Is he on Twitter? Musk. What is this? Cybertruck? Where? I don't see where he's pumping Doge. Maybe I'm missing it. Yeah, maybe I'm missing it. I don't know. I don't see it. Does this fool have the same picture as me? Yeah, probably. Ken Griff. 1/5K is very possible, guys. Yeah, I believe that 1K is the floor. I know that for me, I'm going to find different levels to where I do end up, pulling some positions out. But I would imagine around 1K, I would have somewhere around 400 to 500 shares left, and then watch that grow and make its move on the way up. I don't care about having $30 million. Obviously, it does help to have $30 million, but I want to display the right what I've been saying all this time, about exit strategies and everything. Dennis, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Is the floor? Yes, but what about the roof? Anyone got some predictions? I would say for me, I think the roof is somewhere 10K plus. I can definitely see this go up to tens of thousands of dollars. And I don't know of the range of getting up to like $50,000. I don't believe that's the case, because we're going to have a lot of people that are whales and people that even just have 100 shares that can make a decent amount of money from that, and that's where I'm looking at it and go, okay, sorry, just let me read this a quick second. Yeah, that's where I'm looking at it and going, okay, where can I actually get to? And I think 30,000 is probably something of a, you know what? No. I think 30,000 is more of a stretch goal, but somewhere around the tens of thousands, 10K plus, maybe closer to 20K is somewhere I'm thinking, that realistic ceiling could be, if that makes sense. Just looking at a lot of people that hold the position, if you look at somebody that has 100 shares and sells at $10,000, then that's where it's going to be a pretty big impact to it, because who's buying at $10,000? I don't know. The only people that are buying at $10,000 would have to be the shorts that are covering. The real price is 5,100 100 already. I don't know if I believe the real prices type of thing. I believe what's in front of my face. And yes, by supply and demand, you would look at this and say, okay, well, they're shorting a hefty amount, and they're shorting positions that we cannot even see, but then we're holding 80% of the float. And I'm thinking it might be somewhere around 70 at this point, but 70 plus, maybe mid 70s or higher 70s, but I don't believe it's 80. Once we get down to a certain low and we start to see all that FOMO buying that's going on, and we increase this price by a crazy amount, then that's where you'll see that we own more than 80% of the float. It feels like AMC weekly trading ranges have been decreasing by $5 every week. Trying to make AMC fall seems one of the things hedges want to cause a major retail sell-off. Yeah, I know the ranges were a lot higher. As the prices go up, those ranges end up, fluctuating a lot more, which you really shouldn't see that as much, because of the fact that, it's 500 million shares that are out there. When you have less shares, you have a lot of fluctuation. But as the price does continue to go higher, it goes to 100, 200, 300, 1,000, whatever, that's where you'll start seeing the fluctuation in, 20s and 30s and $50 in a day. Happy to support, bro. Stay strong. F the haters. That's a good point. 100% good point. And good words to live by. So, also into Medica future, a possible to $3. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit though. Right now it's at like 60 cents, which is crazy to see it drop down that low. That's about 30% off of what I'm holding, which is pretty crazy. To say that my position has dropped 30%, especially after being up to, I think it was 108. You could have made some money from that. But with the eventual push of AMC and GME, you're going to see a lot of other positions push as well. It's just the lows keep going lower. It sucks. You said you have a roof of $500. I don't know. I feel like that's a little low. But it's high comparable to GME, but GME didn't have their full squeeze. So I think $1,000 is the floor. Whether a lot of people let us get past that, that's on them. Check his profile. Like on Twitter. I was just looking at that. In his glasses or something. Oh, I didn't see that. I was gonna say, why does he have a normal picture, but it's the Doge in his glasses? That's cool. I didn't see that. That's pretty cool. Did Ken Griff become a member? Let's see. Many paper hands. I got 123. I'm definitely selling around 15K or 18K. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. There's probably going to be a lot of people that are pulling out at these levels because it will make them a millionaire holding 120 plus shares, right? If the average, I believe what they say is 120 shares that people are holding, if the average is that, then that means once people get to a point to where they're up $1 million, they're going to sell the position. So I'm thinking, a 10K, 15K would be phenomenal for them, and they're going to settle around making $1 million, even though they're going to have to pay money on that or pay taxes on that, which would be like $500,000, $400,000 probably, but close to it. Is there anything this weekend that would cause an overall negative markets? Uh, Not that I've seen. I mean, there's a lot of FUD, but usually FUD creates um, some sort of buying power. You're seeing strength in buying because people know when it's something where it's like, okay, um, they're saying don't buy AMC because it's worth a penny or it's worth $1 or whatever, and you're like, that doesn't make sense at all. And then people start to buy up this damn thing a lot. But I didn't see any negative news that was going to decrease it quite a bit. I mean, it's mainly just the shorting that's bringing this down. People are holding onto their position unless you start to see people that are selling their position, but I'm not seeing that. AMC had 100 to 300 million shares outstanding. It would be crazy. Yeah, if they had 100 million shares outstanding, or if they had 100 million share float, I think they would be in an amazing situation. The only thing is that they had to offer all of these shares in order to make money, in order to survive the pandemic. We weren't here to help them out the whole entire time. And this is what the point that I made in the Sean video, that the reaction video over on my Matt Reacts channel. So definitely go over there and check it out if you have time. uh, I made this point in. I'm losing my train of thought at this moment. So sometimes I get stuck reading some comments and then I'll lose my train of thought, and I hate when that happens. Um, Jesus, I'll have to get back to it. Early in the morning, right? Missed a super chat, did I? No, I didn't. I said thoughts on Zomedica. I talked about it. You must have missed it. But the Zomedica for me, like I said, we're gonna see that eventual push when AMC and GME starts to make a move. And like I said, I'm down, uh, 30 cents from where my cost basis is. I'm also down on SOS, but I see a lot of positions making a firm move up. It's gonna take a while. I hope we don't see too much of a drop, though. That's what I don't want. Wait for a week of buying at a discount. Wow, I paid to harass you. Yeah, I know. Moderators unite. Bot killers. Yes, felt so satisfying. 50K is my profit target floor. That's. Oh, you're saying like you want to make 50K out of it, or you're saying you want it to go to 50K. 50K is the floor for you. If Kenny a flute, not a keyboard. And for capital gains tax as well as divorce. No state tax in Texas. Um, keeping more for my attendees. That's awesome. Not in 1 year. In 1 year, neighborhood kids get off my lawn. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Oh, I watched the reaction video and didn't know you had it in you. That dude was the biggest moron. Yeah, I called Trey a name. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why you would do do something like that. Like I understand you want to use somebody's um image and likeness in your videos, and you want to, I guess, gain some views off of it, but don't do it in a negative way. Don't paint this picture and then have a comment down below say, "Oh, this is not personal. I hope you know this is not personal." You physically attacked him. Like, well, not physically, verbally, I guess. Like, I don't appreciate that, because that could be me, or that could be the next person that you know has a channel. Switched to Fidelity last week, but my average cost doesn't show. Any ideas? Yeah, it's not going to, for Fidelity. I think you can call them and have that updated, but it's not going to show because they don't know when you actually bought into it. For like something like Webull and other platforms, they will give you an average cost and they'll give you it at the current cost, basically saying you have like 1,000 shares at $34 or something, or 1,000 shares at whatever the price is at the current moment. But that's never right either. So no matter what, you have to call, and or I think you can find a way to do it automated, but I haven't figured that out yet. That's my permanent ban option I use for shows and bots. Morning, Matt and all. Um, Late to the stream today. Today must be green, right? And I hope so. I hope it's green. But you never really know at this point. You really don't. I wish I was in the stock market when I was 17 or 18. Yeah, I mean, I had an idea of it. I wasn't a person that was really too into it because I didn't have money to put into it. And the funny thing is, I feel like I was spending my money on different areas, and now instead of spending my money on like um, clothes, and I hesitated there because I spent money on clothes yesterday. But instead of spending money on clothes, or all of it on clothes, I spend a lot of my money putting it into the stock market, which is a good thing. You know, I keep telling people that I'm like, once you get into investing and you realize the benefits, sorry, I just hit the mic, and you realize the benefits of investing, you start to spend money in places that make sense now. You start to put money into the stock market, and yes, it goes away, and you're like, oh, I don't have any money in my bank account. But you look at your investing account, and you have a lot of money in there. It's a different look on things. The money's gone from your account, but now it's in your investing account, so it's spent, but that money is spent to make money, if that makes sense. All right, I have diamond balls. Good vibes for today. Yes, don't fall victim to peer pressure. Your peers will try to spend your millions faster than, and you can say, "Holy moly!" Yeah, I would agree with you. Carl, I think, sees a spider somewhere. But yeah, I would definitely agree with you. Once you do start, you do make your millions. Um, just know that people will come out of nowhere and ask you for stuff, and it's not so that you can cut ties. Obviously, find the best route in doing this, whether it's an education route, or say, look, I mean, instead of giving you something, I mean, I can teach you how to do the same thing. I can teach you how to make money in the stock market or something like that, rather than you know because a lot of times you lose friendships, you lose family members because of the fact that uh not like physically losing them, but just like not speaking anymore and all that stuff, because of the fact that you have money and you're not willing to give it up, especially if you come from a poor community. Like I came from a very poor community, a very poor household, and the expectation is to help family as much as you possibly can. But when it comes to help, the definition changes once you start to make money. It's like, oh well, you couldn't help me out and give me $1 million. You made 30 million from it. You can't give me 1 million. It's like, why would I give you $1 million of money for you not doing anything. That's the thought behind your in your mind, but it's not something that you want to say out loud. Like, oh, why would I give you $1,000,000 when you did nothing? Because obviously, family has an impact on your life. It's just, I think it's more valuable if you teach them how to make money rather than giving them money. So just, I don't know, keep that in mind. Don't give away your millions. I think I switched to direct route in TD Ameritrade, but I don't know if that prevents pay for order flow. I don't know. One, Carl. I'm just a little scared about future friends and girlfriends only being around for the money. It's possible, just don't make it known. For me, it's somebody like, for people that are on YouTube and make maybe a bunch of money from YouTube and also make a bunch of money from AMC or GME or whatever the play is. It's hard to hide what you gained um, because I'm very transparent. But for other people, obviously you're excited saying that you gained a bunch of money out of it, but you don't have to make it known that you gained a lot of money out of it. You could say, hey, you know what, I gained, tens of thousands of dollars from this play, but really you gained tens of millions of dollars. So you don't really have to let it be known to everybody, and show how much money you have. You look at, the funny thing is I always say, look at Mark Zuckerberg and what he wears, but apparently his outfit actually costs a lot. It just looks like it doesn't cost a lot. So, but either way, he makes it look like he doesn't, make a lot of money, but everybody knows who Mark Zuckerberg is. I fought from the bottom my whole life. Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough. The idea of helping family also changes once you have your own. It's no longer about your parents slash siblings, etc. Kids come first. Exactly. Exactly. I'd rather put money into my children's 529 account. Or your millions like your AMC shares. Yes. When I turned 18, I had all kinds of friends and girls that were friends. Keep your wealth a card. My family's gonna be mad with me. That's fine. They're not getting that. See, that's good to hear. I mean, if you could find a way to uh, make people happy in any way, it's great. But you don't have to give people money to like make them happy, because then what's going to happen is the only way they find happiness is if you're giving them money. So then you start giving them money over and over and over again, um, to keep them happy, and you lose all of your money based on the fact that you have to give your family members stuff. All right, we have 502 people in here, guys. Hit the like button if you can. We are at 179 likes. I would love to get up to 250 or so, about half of what the concurrent viewers are. Let's see. Still sad that some people got out at $60 to $70. Couldn't even wait till 100. That's why I don't think it will hit 1,000. So I think it's going to be level. So I'm noticing a pattern. People will pull out at 3/4 of the way there, most cases. With Dogecoin, 76 cents it got to, I think it was. AMC, 77 cents. It seems like they like to pull out 3/4 of the way there because they know that it's a major like resistance point. So people are going to find a way to pull out at $1. So if people can make or triple their money, looking at 3/4 of the way there, then they will end up playing it that way. So the overall thought is, hey, Dogecoin can get to $1. Let's push this thing to $1. Well, it gets close to it. It gets to 77 cents, 76 cents, and they pull back. AMC gets to 70 something cents, pulls back. I believe, and I'm not saying that this is the 3/4 of the way there, but looking at GME at, I think the high point was 483. Maybe it pushed a little bit higher than 77 cents or $77 there, 477, and then pulled back. So I'm thinking that we will see that consistency whenever we see it get to those levels. So 100, maybe even 500, maybe even 1,000. We'll see it pull back a little bit. But once we get to a point to where they start to cover, that's where it ends up getting very tricky. The only thing that I would start to look at is what will affect this thing or what will stop it from growing at those points. Well, once we buy up everything we need to buy and we're holding our positions and they end up covering, the thing that brings that back is the fact that platforms will stop trading, will restrict buying and selling for us so that we can't make that move. But then you're going to see hedge funds that are looking to make some of those moves, institutions that are looking to make some of those moves. So Matt Weeble frozen, or we aren't moving? It seems like we aren't really moving that much. Let's look at a day. I mean, it's up to the minute right now. So yeah, as I start to really think of, what can derail the continuation of the squeeze in any case. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought for some reason I was on 1 minute candles, but I was looking at like the 10,000 foot view. What are your thoughts on today's predictions? Could we see a positive day? We could see a positive day. Right now we're sitting at around 4% down. I mean, everything looks like it is decreasing quite a bit. If I'm looking at recently viewed, there's really nothing that's making a positive move here. Very minimal moves, but a lot of things are negative. A lot of things are down, but still creates some sort of grounds for reversal. Popular still creates grounds for reversal. It's just, I don't know if we will see a positive move today. It might be one of those Mondays to where we see it, decrease. I would love to see it flat instead of falling down to about 32, 31, but that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. We're going to see that fall. Restricting is probably the main way to kill everything. Just look at the GME squeeze. Yeah. Again, the GME squeeze was supposed to go a lot higher. I think that was hitting $1,000 for sure. With the restricted trading, restricted buying, you had a lot of people that were willing to buy at 500, which is pretty crazy. They're willing to buy the position at 500 and watch this go up to $1,000 or higher. And seeing that, it's just crazy to me that everything got derailed, and it was all because of the fact that they restricted buying and only allowed people to sell, which brought the price all the way down. And platforms can do this again if they wanted to. If it gets to a point to where buying is too high, it's too crazy. You've seen what they did to Doge on SNL. Everybody, the day of SNL, everybody was buying or trying to buy up as much Doge as possible. But it wasn't just restricting. Coinbase was down. Robinhood wouldn't allow trading as well. Webull wouldn't allow trading. There was so much action that they could not go through with all this stuff on all of the different exchanges. And it's crazy to me that we would see something like that after what happened with GME and AMC and costs and every position that was out there. But if they can do it then and do it a second time, and then they can do it again if they wanted to. When was that? In like May or something for Dogecoin? That's why I'm selling between 15 and 18K, because I don't want to hit my ceiling target and they remove the sell button. Nope. Give me my tendies. Yeah, I understand exactly what you mean. I don't have many shares, so I won't affect the rise. The thing is you know, pulling out a couple positions on the way up, as long as people are buying, you have no problem. But pulling out positions on the way down is where the issue starts to lie. You know, you get up to, let's say, $2,000, and you start seeing this decrease from 2,000 down to 1,500. Is this something to where you're going to get scared that it's not going to go above that point, and 1,000 was the ceiling? I mean, it's possible to where a lot of people end up selling a bunch of positions. Now, I will have a lot that I gained from it, and every single step of the way, I'm looking to gain more and more. So it's not something where I'm going to say, okay, well, I'm I'm in the I'm now not going to make enough money, or I'm not going to make as much money as I wanted to. Um, Either way, I'm not going to make as much money as I wanted to. Like, I would love to make $30 million, but I don't have to make $30 million. You know what I mean? So no matter what, I'm not going to make as much money as I wanted to. However, I will make a decent amount of money from it. I wouldn't say every share counts. Once we get to a certain point, you start to see a lot of people, sell some positions. That's just how it goes. Some people get out early. Some people get in late, and they get out late. That's how it works. So tired, which is crazy because I slept so many hours yesterday. Not last night, just we're mad. Apes are a tough crowd. Yeah, not really. You guys are great. You know who's a tough crowd? Carl. He's always being weird. Ooh. Alan Tover, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. I mean, Matt Course. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yes. I know what you mean. If this thing goes to 500K, I'll make 60 million, but I think my or if we're satisfied with 2 or 3 million. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, 500K is obviously a stretch. It can definitely make that move, but again, you will be stuck maybe between a rock and a hard place because of the fact that this Carl, I swear, doing down there, because you never really know if it can get up to that point, and they might end up restricting trading, definitely restrict trading up at those levels. It's crazy to me how quiet the SEC is. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Yeah, I would agree with you. It makes no sense to me. Like, they don't care unless it's the retail traders or the retail investors that are not making or doing illegal things, right? Go somewhere. Does that mean we should try and use a better broker so it doesn't hurt a lot of people in the long run? I mean, Weevil and Fidelity and others are great, um, a great tool, but maybe we should pay a broker. I don't know about that. I mean, it however you feel is good. I mean, um, I don't know how fast they would be able to put through the order for you to do that. Do you have to call? Is that something where we would all have to contact? And that's where it ends up being tricky. For hedge funds, it's literally just a point to where it's like, all right, well, they're in a different platform. They can buy and sell and do whatever the hell they want at any point and any time. What do you think about the price of Litecoin this morning? What is the price right now? 117. I love that price. I love a lot of these prices. You know, Ethereum down to 1,800, Dogecoin down to 17 cents. Very close to, you know, that those low marks of 16 cents did break down to sub um 17, bounced off of that. Still thinking that we're not going to see it go below the 16-cent mark, but I could be wrong. We could see it jump up. But I love Litecoin right now. There's a lot of different positions that have um, some good potential in it. Now, I still do have some free money in Coinbase that's in USD, so I can still buy some there. But everything else, I can't really buy any more dips because everything else is going towards bills, like I've said. Um, this is MBS. Just rub it in. You got a PS5, and and haven't even played it yet. Can you get the banana shirt instead? Thanks. For some reason, the banana shirt is not working. Let's go with that. So it's recognizing it as a green, so it's showing up with like the background behind me in a couple of holes in the banana holes that it creates. It's weird. So I can't wear that with the green screen. I had to unsub from Matt Kors. I have no issue with Matt. He's a chill guy, but the community is getting a bit toxic. Yeah, I hear you. What happened? Is there something that happened with him specifically? I mean, seems like a okay guy. I mean, I don't have an issue with him. Or the banana shirt. No, it's literally right over there. I think it might show up. Let me see. Let me take a look at this over here. It comes up as like a. It's supposed to be yellow, but it's like transparent. See through it and everything. See the prices of this. All the different prices. Weird. I don't know why it's coming up. This is yellow. It's not green. I don't know why. Okay, let's see. Where was I at? I'm definitely looking into crypto after AMC. Yeah, I mean the crypto right now is looking really good, and I think once we see AMC make a move, we might not see crypto this low. I'm surprised that Ethereum Classic is increasing after seeing all of these other positions decrease. But then again, you are only seeing it down about 1%. Most of them are down 1%, so it might be on the upswing soon. Um, thank you for the $2. Um, is it Bongo Bongo TV nursery rhymes? Maybe you were trying to become a Money Makes Money member. I'm not sure, but thank you for it. Is it $2? Two something euro. Um, when do you think internet computer is going to start bouncing back? So you're going to see internet computer bounce back when you see basically all crypto start to bounce back. Crypto is not really making the biggest move. I'm still holding my internet computer. I have about $1,000+ worth. I also have some compound. I have some other positions that I believe are going to make some good moves. It's just we got to see crypto, bounce. I also have some more meme plays when it comes to crypto. I have Pi. I have Tiki Token. I have SafeMoon, Shiba, and obviously Doge. And we're looking for those to come back as well. Any swings you're looking into? Got into CYBL 2 Mondays ago and got out last Monday. I'm not looking for any swings right now because of the fact that I don't have any more buying power. So whenever I don't have buying power, I'm not looking into anything, just because it doesn't make sense to look into something and focus elsewhere. if I still have, what's out there, or I'm still holding what's out there. A lot of times it's a different story, to where no matter what, I will have money, because if I'm losing in a position, I will accept a loss at a certain point. If I'm winning in the position, obviously you accept a gain at a certain point. I got upset because he was agreeing with some hedge fund guy, being polite, and because he promoted Ape Fest. What is Ape Fest? I've heard about that. Is that where people are getting together and just, I don't know. Yeah, it looks see through, and I don't want to. Yeah, word about what pre-market price on AMC, or what's the pre-market price on AMC working on this? Yeah, let's look at AMC. So the pre-market price of AMC right now is $33.59. We're down $1.32. That's down about 3.78%. GME is down to 165, which is $4 down, or negative 2.39%. That's what we're looking at there. Hopefully that helps you, Lewis. People have been pulling from crypto market and putting into AMC, and they're taking their gains from AMC and putting them into crypto. Yeah, that's exactly what the problem. That's exactly what's going to happen. Good morning. Say hi to Carl for me. Hope you have a wonderful day. Yes, I will say hi to Carl. Good morning. I hope you have a good weekend, or I hope y'all had a good weekend. I want to make some crypto moves today so bad. Yeah, there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of good crypto moves that we can play. If I had some extra, I think I only have like $300 extra money available. So I'm still holding my AMP, still holding my anchor position, still holding, Compound, ICP, um, Ethereum Classic, all of those. Matt, you getting into Tesla safe? No, not at the moment. I would have to go a different route in order to do so, and I would have to put money elsewhere, which I don't have any extra money in my bank account. Not extra at this point. Most of it goes towards, like, whenever I get money, it goes towards either investment accounts, long-term investing, 529 accounts, Roth IRAs, all that stuff. But yeah, don't really have too much left at the moment. Is Doge a buy and hold, or is it worth swing trading and scalping? You can always swing trade and scalp it. There's definitely a way to play that. It's just, I think crypto is less predictable in what you can make a move. I know you can see bounces, supports, and resistance levels are great, but looking at patterns is not something you can basically play in the crypto market, from what I've learned. But yeah, you can definitely swing trade if you want to. I think there is a buying hold play to it, because then it creates the increase when we do see a lot of people that are holding the position. But you can do whatever you want with it. I'm not going to tell you what to do. The thing, Matt Perry is out of the Ape Fest thing, and lawyers and GoFundMe. Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, what can you really get from hiring a lawyer in any case here? I mean, it seems like you're really only going to get a class action like lawsuit that you can't really do anything with. I don't know what Ape Fest is. Um, and then also, why would you even start a GoFundMe? What is that even about? I guess, from what I understand, you're hiring a lawyer, or somebody's hiring a lawyer, but I don't know the details behind it. I mean, what's in front of me is important. What is the price? That's what's important. Currently, we're at $33.72. So I don't know if you got an email from Sony last week saying you can buy a PS5 or special link. Wait, what? You can actually look on the site to buy, and get nada. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why they wouldn't be producing them. I mean, it's been how many months has it been? Like, was it back from Christmas? Been what, 7 months? Is that right? Or am I wrong? Seems like time is just flying by. McWars got beat up bad in the chat after that interview. He was almost in tears in his video yesterday. People are mean. What video is that? Because I haven't been watching too many videos on YouTube. I used to watch so many videos on YouTube, but I haven't been watching that many. So I've been kind of removed from other people's stuff. So yeah, let me know what the video title is, and I'll type it into the, because people shouldn't be, obviously he means well, right? So my friend that works at Best Buy told me you only get 1 to 2 PS5 consoles per month. That's crazy. AMC has made me understand the stock market. Don't worry on bad days. Fest. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe page, and I'll be honest. I just want more shares. I mean, sometimes those honest GoFundMe's actually, give you a lot of money. Like, I think there was like one where it's like, I just want to buy, cannabis or marijuana. I don't know what word you can say on YouTube, without getting demonetized. But he was just like, I want to buy cannabis, and um, he was like, I want to be honest. This is to fund my drug habits, and a bunch of people donated to it. It's like, I appreciate your honesty. Uh, Chips are shorted. I have a buddy who always has some for sale. Speaking of chips, I don't know if you guys like salsa. Demonetized. I don't know if you guys like salsa at all, but there's this salsa from a company. I guess it's like nationwide, because we went down to South Carolina and we seen that the hot sauce stores, um, and they have this salsa called Sweet Spot. You guys have to try it. It's really good. And then they also have like the original like hot salsa that actually is really good as well. So you might want to buy those and try them. They taste really good. I ate half the jar yesterday. I ate half the jar of the Sweet Spot stuff yesterday. Guy that started the GoFundMe turned out to be someone that did plenty of scams in the past. Yeah, it's not good. Every morning laugh. My TD Ameritrade margin called me for 13 USD AMC, and Ken Griffin makes 70 million a month and never gets finished. Yeah, I'm playing someone's rent. Wait, I'm not. Oh, I'm not paying someone's rent. This is fantasy talk saying that I make 5 million when I make 10 million. So be real. Prepared to make zero. I hear you. To be fair, they all got refunded from the GoFundMe. Last I heard, what did the price like decrease? Did you see it go like? Does anybody have that link to the GoFundMe? Like, I don't know how much was in there, but then was there a point to where you did get that refund? Because I always like to know whether it's going to like, because if it was at like $150,000, if it decreased down to like $150. $1,000 a share is realistic. It is. And I mean, people that have a good amount of shares will take it at $1 million worth of a gain. Some people might even see 100,000 or $500,000 worth of a gain and be set on whatever they have. But right now, you're seeing AMC decrease. It's down about 4.89%, down to $33.25. These are large candlesticks here for the minute candlesticks. They stopped taking donations. Did they also like refund a bunch of people's money, or like I don't know the information behind it. But we're seeing GME drop down. So like I said, AMC's down to $33.23, and AMC's down to 165.15. Yeah, they can request a refund. I just want to know what was the impact. Let's see. Did he post a video yesterday? Did Matt Kors post a video yesterday? I don't see any videos that he posted yesterday. Um, Pinco. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Let's. It was 100. Oh, it was 150K. So I just took a guess. We made a video, and I think it was over 150K. Stop taking donations at 130K. It's at 130K, so got refund. You can request the refund. Yeah, I didn't donate anything to it. I wasn't even aware of it. 1.1. Yeah, $1.16 for ADA. Always a buy. Yeah, that's definitely looking pretty interesting. What I have in Coinbase Pro. So currently, AMC is down to 132.93. So it did break the 133 mark. It's down about 5.6% this morning. We have about 170 million shares worth of volume in just week volume alone. And again, GME is down to 164.88, down about 2.46%. Go to my assets. Where are my assets? Leo. Let's look at how many anchor I have. So I have about anchor. I have 10,000 points. I was looking at ADA. That's what I wanted to. ADA. There we go. I don't know. 457 worth of ADA, which is 393. I would like to have about 500. Currently, the price is at 116. How much do I have of USD? I have $600 of USD. I thought I had more or less than that. I get 10 more. I get 10 more of internet computer. Yeah, you know what? I should get 10 more of internet. Exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get 10 more of that, and then I'll get more of ADA as well. Exactly what I'll do. Litecoin looks pretty good too. But if I get 10 more, hmm. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'll do. Get more of internet computer and Cardano, and then maybe I'll get some more. Maybe I'll get some more Litecoin as well. I'm not sure. We'll see. I could probably get up to about 8. I have about 7 Litecoin right now. Let me make that move here. Let me go into trade. Never done this on the computer. For okay. ICP first. How do I buy the? I can't just buy a fixed amount. Like it's only letting me buy by the dollar. That's stupid. Your current prices. 31. 31. Okay. Buying 10 at $31.57. What? Okay. I think that went through, but I'm not 100% sure. I never really know. Sorry if I'm distracted away from this. But I think yes, I did buy it. Okay. So now I have 50 ICP. I'm also going to buy some Cardano as well. Sorry if I'm a little distracted. I just wanted to change some USD over to um, some cryptocurrency. Maybe I can do that over here. Maybe you guys want to see it. We're gonna buy some. Let's see, ADA or no? Yeah, look for some ADA here. USD. I currently have 393. So I want to buy 107. Yeah, I want to buy 107. Can I buy a limit order of 107 just to get me up to that at what price? I'll probably look at it at $1.16 and sure, $1. That should work. That should be $125. So Error. Oh, come on. Let's just do it higher. Can I do it higher? Like, why is it not going through? $125.28. Let's go with that. $125.30. It's going to give me 107. Sure. Success. Perfect. All right, now I also want to buy a little bit more. Litecoin as well. I have $157, so I could buy one Litecoin if I wanted to. Maybe I should get me up to, because I have 100. I want to get up to 8. So point 73, is that right? 0.73 Litecoin at 116. You're ruining me. It would be 85.58. There we go. I got up to 8. I also want to buy some. What is Ethereum Classic? Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic. What is Ethereum Classics? That'll come up. I don't know what Ethereum Classics like ticker symbol is. I guess I have to figure that out. All right, well that's fine. We'll go with that. Let's see if we have any update on the Ortex data. What is that site? That's Coinbase Pro. What about the FTDs being hidden and never paid off? Yeah. Talk about the blood in the water. I'm not an expert. Why is AMC pre-market chart candles full of spaces, or is that just Thinkorswim chart? So a lot of times you're going to see gaps between it. I don't see too many spaces, but I guess when you're going to start to see gaps when you have between a certain minute. You have a lot of maybe movement, buying and selling within the gap of that minute, which may be like 30 seconds or so, might even be like a couple of seconds actually. But a lot of times you'll see spotty movement, and spotty movement implies that there is a low amount of volume, but high price action, which doesn't really make sense to me. But you see that a lot in the pre-market, to tell you the truth. ETC. Oh, it's ETC. I put ETH. See, I knew it. This is why you guys are amazing. You guys help me out. ETC. Yeah, there you go. At 42 cents or $42. Add the max dollars and get 1.5 6.5, and then just call it a day. Perfect. All right. So now my portfolio, 25% is ICP. It's up to 150 or $1,570. I have Litecoin. It's up to about $1,000. Compound, that's up to $713. That is back down to $350. So I feel like that's a great price, and I'll continue to look at that as a play. As long as I have some sort of money. Anchor, I'm sitting at 620. Cardano, 580. Ethereum Classic, 559. I have 13 shares of that. Looking for that to push up, and I think we're going to see some pretty big moves. And if it does end up pushing back down or pulling back down, I'm going to look for more and more buying opportunities in cryptocurrency here. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Anyways. AMC is down to $32.83. GME is down to $165, down $4. And a lot of other things are actually down. Coinbase Pro allows you to buy SafeMoon and all the crypto. No, it doesn't allow you to buy SafeMoon. I don't believe. Not all the crypto, just most of like the crypto that you can trade on Coinbase. I think a lot of things get Coinbase Pro before Coinbase. I'm not 100% sure, but you can't buy like you can buy Dogecoin now, but you can't buy Shiba Coin. You can't buy SafeMoon. You can't buy Tiki Token. You can't buy all these other maybe meme like plays. You can't buy Pi. I don't believe. I bought my Pi on a different platform, but yeah. It's a good platform. It's less fees than what I would pay over in Coinbase, which actually, funny thing is, I need to transfer some from Coinbase over to Coinbase Pro. So let me put this over here because I think it's a different thing that we're looking at. Guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter, definitely follow me on Twitter. I haven't posted anything in a little bit, but definitely follow me on Twitter. Get me up to 700 followers. That would be great. I did. I have an Ethereum Classic over in Coinbase. Let's see. That would actually bring me up to 14. And I think there we go. Almost 14. Perfect. Folios. Ethereum Classic. Yes, I have 14. Nice. Nice, nice. All right, let's go over to check out the VW squeeze chart. It looks like AMC squeeze on the horizon. Thoughts? Yeah, I've seen that a little bit. So I looked at something like this. I believe I wanted to get everybody's thoughts on this on Twitter. And yes, I mean, you start to see us getting to a level where it's like, all right, are we getting back to previous lows? The problem is that right here, this is to a low to where a lot of people might end up making a move out. Now you're going to have a lot of people that are going to stick with it and look for that larger push. But it's possible we are somewhere around right here before we get to that lower low and then increase. If we see it go down to 19 or $10, that might be the case to where we see that play out that way. So Futures are now down in the order. Yeah. Was the VW squeeze 400%? Do you remember? The total squeeze 400%? No, I think it was a lot more than that. It went up to about $1,000, right? I don't remember exactly what it was. You don't follow TMI? I didn't realize I don't. I don't think I've ever looked him up on Twitter. And then again, I really just started to get active on Twitter. Um, this is why Thinkorswim. It's not something where I don't like him at all, but he's a cool guy. I just haven't had the chance to do that. My Thinkorswim chart full of spaces between candles. The pre-market chart looked crazy. So I'm not sure about Thinkorswim. Mine doesn't look like that. But typically when you see that, it means that there's a either lower volume where you see it very spotty, where it's just like these spots where you see a lot of points between. You could be looking at tick by tick, maybe. A lot of times when you're looking at individual ticks, you're going to see movement like that. So you see how like GameStop looks very, very spotty, and you're seeing each tick instead of looking at the candlestick move. You're looking at this move every single second. So it just depends. It really just depends. I don't know what you're really looking at the moment. I wouldn't consider a 400% increase a squeeze. Yes, I wouldn't consider that a squeeze at all. I would consider at least 100x a squeeze. At least 100x. From 1 minute to 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. It might be something with the chart, but I'm not seeing the same thing that you're seeing. A bunch of spaces. If you see maybe a couple of spaces, yes, you have gaps between certain candlesticks, but not that many spaces. It shouldn't be that much of a difference. Guys, we have about an hour to this stream, and then I have to get. There's a bunch of very important days of the month, especially when we get closer to year-end close. So Matt, you missed my comment correcting my statement about Matt Kors. It was Trey who was almost in tears yesterday. Sorry. Oh, okay. So Trey got I think I watched Trey's videos yesterday. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Was it on his like regular channel or was it on his it wasn't the one from Trey's clips, right? Wait, he doesn't run the who runs the Trey's clips channel? He doesn't run that, does he? Is that somebody else posting his content? It says Ape Fest in the pick. We are 581 81,000. Is that considered normal or low for a Monday? Pre 1 hour. So it's kind of low. I would like to see it closer to like 1 million or so. But yeah, I think it's kind of low. It's still, I guess, on the average side. The main trading account is what's going on here? Oh damn, I'm all screwed up. It's on the trades clips channel. Yeah, I don't know. Is that his channel or like I don't even know if that's his channel. You know what I mean? Because it seems like he takes clips away from it, but he doesn't have it connected to his channel. So I'm thinking that someone else runs it. Maybe he gets revenue through it. I don't know. But yeah, he that's also a clip from that's a clip from his original video, I guess, of what's on his channel, which is crazy because it's not like a clip. That's 9 minutes versus the original video being 15 minutes. What's the difference really? I don't know. It's weird. But I'll check out the original video because I did watch part of the clips channel. I didn't see towards the end. So I'll have to check it out. Oh, something's going on. Give me a second. I'll look at Ortex. I just said look at Ortex. I will once I log into here and figure out if I have any meetings. Look at Ortex. Obvious cheating. It. Oh, let me bring it over here. All right. Let's see. I mean, utilization is now at 87. 87.13. You're seeing shares on loan at 95.92 million. Total short interest of free float is 14.85%, which is 75.98 million shares. Does seem really low. If it's on his channel, but it's what I do if it's his channel, but it's still Trey talking about Ape Fest. So, wait, what were you asking? What? What? What does it signify when the stocks are far side lines cross or touch? Far side lines cross or touch. What do you mean? When it crosses this moment, like if the RSI is crossing down here past 30, it means that it's oversold. That's what you're asking. It means that the momentum is bringing it down too far. There's too much downward momentum, too much downward pressure, which creates an oversold aspect to it, and then you look at this recovery, which wasn't really a recovery. It makes no sense why this would be coming back so close to the RSI line. It should have probably stayed somewhere around maybe 21 and then decreasing some more, but it's actually fixing the RSI, and as it continues, as it increases a little bit, you're seeing that RSI start to recover and get back to 40 or so, and then even getting back to a level right now where it's starting to increase, getting to a point of 50. And if it increases a little bit more, it's getting to a point to where it's being overbought. This sometimes I really don't get the momentum that happens with the RSI, and I don't really know the full calculation that goes into it, but it bothers the hell out of me when you see some momentum in how we've seen. I mean, this movement here all the way up to $33.76 is definitely a big momentum shift until it gets to a point to where it shifts back down to the price movement, which is this spinning top here, right? Even though it's not really technically a spinning top, it's just more of a point to where you see that the price consolidate within that candlestick. It should have never increased that much based on the RSI. It should have been hovering somewhere around that 33 mark. So I don't understand that. As it did have the price action, it should have adjusted with the actual price. Freaking ridiculous. People are saying Vortex doesn't load up current numbers. I mean, it doesn't look like it's 100% accurate. I'll tell you that. I know it only gives you what, 70 to 80% of the data there. All right, man. I don't know. Jeez. Sorry. No problem. I don't know if it's his channel either. That's what I mean, I haven't heard him come out and say, "Hey, this is my channel." And the funny thing is, if you go onto his channel, he has a different clips channel. So if he has a different clips channel, why would he have two clips channels? You know what I mean? This seems like a completely different clips channel that doesn't really align with Matt Kors. Like if you go to other channels on the Trades clips, you're going to see Trades at 377,000 billion, 377,000 subscribers. Then you see Matt Kors, Fox Business, all of these different people that are included on this channel, and where they pull clips from. So it doesn't look like it's associated with Trey, but I'm not 100% sure. And it's in the description. Hmm, I don't know. Seems legit, but it's not. I don't think. I'm guessing the RSI just freaks out during the squeeze. Yeah, I guess. MRIN will melt down today. I don't know where it's at, Matt. Why are some candle lines super long? What is Right. So a lot of times you're going to see this movement, and this is how much movement we had within that 801. So this is when a lot of brokerage accounts actually, open up for trading. So that's why you see 197 mil or not, Jesus, million. I keep going to million every time I get focused on like um, the Ortex data. 197,000 shares versus like 1,000 shares or 300 shares. You'll see all that movement based on the action that came in, buying and selling, whether it pushed the price all the way up to 30 $3.77, and then decreasing it all the way back down to 32. Now, a lot of times, what you would see in these instances, to where you would see stop hunts and all of that, where people, hedge funds, I guess, really want to get out of position, and they will accept any price that they see that has a limit order in a certain instance. So that's a lot of times where you will see that. But this right here, where you're seeing 801 and 801, that's the reason why you're seeing those long candle wicks, is because you've seen a lot of price action, a lot of price movement within that minute, because of all of the fluctuation of buys and sells, bids and asks that came through. That's the reason why you are seeing those. And you'll see the same thing with like 701, most cases. You'll see the same thing. Yeah, so for this, we just had solid price action, solid negative price action at 701, rather than seeing a bunch of buy action that came through. We didn't even see any, I guess we had some sort of an increase in the candle wick here, but from this moment all the way down to here, you really didn't see, a huge candle wick, not like what you see in 801. This price action was literally between, it opened up here, I guess, increased all the way up to that point, it decreased all the way down to this point, and then ended up closing a little bit above where it opened at. They said in this, yeah, see, I figured that. Basically using someone else's, and it's not, obviously it created, increases the range of the community, so it's okay. But as long as all the people that are included on that channel are also okay with it as well. It seems like they're gaining views from literally just gathering clips from a bunch of popular YouTubers and making it seem like it's Trey's clips channel. I mean, if you like label it as, I don't know, ape clips or something like that, but saying that it's Trey's clips, I mean, you're kind of implying that this is Trey's channel, you know? And I'm sure he doesn't want to do something to where he, you know, will copyright claim these. Yeah. Um, Hope y'all had a good weekend. I did have a good weekend. I saw my portfolio and immediately came online to hear you. Oh wow. Very morning, Matt. And hit the like button for you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm happy to be here for everybody. The fact that I woke up this morning and seen it, I believe it was down like 3%, and I was just like, what's going on with this? I mean, I was hoping to see a massive increase. That's what I'm looking for. But um, Mondays don't tend to be the best. Fridays we know don't tend to be the best, and this is why I thought that Friday would be a down day, even though we did see majority of the day actually, in the green. So it's still kind of iffy on what today will be. We're not seeing a crazy amount of volume, but then again, it's not a crazy low amount of volume. So it's not really telling me that it's going to remain a negative day. I'm thinking we might see that bounce off of 31. Um, I'm not sure if we'll pass 30, but I'm sure we will see that bounce off of 31 and see that increase, hopefully to about break even, and maybe even show a positive move on the day. Where Matt, what did you what did you with your call last Friday? Yeah, so it expired worthless. I was down to basically going to be able to gain one, or I think it was $2 or something, or get back $2 if somebody would have bought that, but that expired worthless. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see it down until about 7:50. Hmm. Yeah. I woke up immediately. The first thing I checked was, what time was it? And also, how was my portfolio doing? And I seen that AMC was down and a lot of other positions are down. I mean, it kind of hurts you inside when you see not only, AMC down, but also all of your other positions down quite a bit as well. I mean, it really hurts to go through something like that because you know deep down in your heart that your normal plays don't ever get to this point. When you see that you're holding other plays, you will typically, sell that position on, when you have that dip, that little bit of a dip. And not even to the point to where you're down thousands of dollars, where you're down $20 or $200, depending on what the ultimate gain was. So then you could basically get out of the position, wait for it to drop lower, buy back in lower. If it does dip even more, then you really only lost $400, and then you could find that dip again until it does eventually increase, so that you can basically have more shares as it does go lower. That's usually what I will play, but with a lot of these positions, it's more of a buy and hold mentality. And if I sell the position at this point, I can't really you know, deduct the losses that I had with in my taxes. So that's not an option really, and it does hurt because if you see things that are down $1,000, $2,000 plus AMC that's still up about $8,000 or so, but still not looking great, for the overall portfolio, it kind of hurts you. However, you truly have to just believe in, the process. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Going on here. No way am I going to that. No way am I going to that meeting. No, taxes are awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely buying today, but won't sell anything. I'll just buy. It's good to hear. Agreed. Selling secure. Uh, and I can't sell it anymore. I'm down thousands, and with this very long dip. Yeah, this dip is definitely taking a toll on a lot of people's accounts. But we understand what the process is. We understand what the play is. How are they still shorting this thing? So, um, it's a good question. I can't truly answer how they're shorting it. Just to give you guys an update, we're down to $32.70, down 6.55%, 6.46% now. It keeps fluctuating. Basically 6.5% that we're down. So for the audio listeners, there you go. And GME is down to $163.42, down $5.62 or 3.3%. How are they still shorting this? They're shorting it in a multitude of ways. I mean, the fact that they're shorting it right before our eyes, showing us a picture of what we look at. So when we look at this Ortex data, and we're basically saying, oh, they borrowed 1 million shares and they returned 9 million shares. That means that they returned 9 million shares and they only shorted, 1.9 million shares. That's not true. They can borrow shares and short them at any time. So they're going to end up shorting a lot of positions later after the fact, which you will see based on Fintel data. If you look at a lot of the Fintel data, Fintel, yep, no short interest. If you look at a lot of the Fintel data, you're going to get like 22% short volume ratio, and you're going to look at a lot of the data and you're going to say, oh, okay, you know what, this makes sense. They shorted 41.7 million shares worth of volume out of the 25. They shorted 33% on Friday. 33%. On Thursday, 43.3 million shares. 22%. So they shorted. That's crazy. I didn't even look at that. They shorted 33% of the volume on Friday. That's how you know that that was just ridiculous, that movement that we've seen at the end of the day. So 125 million shares, they shorted 41.7 million shares. So they're not just shorting, or they're not just covering the shorts by looking at that data. You have to look at the overall picture. You know, they're finding ways to short it in front of our faces. They're not shorting over 100% in front of our face. They're shorting over, maybe 20% or maybe 15% in front of our face. But behind the scenes, they're shorting another 30 or 40% of the stock based on a lot of the naked shorts that's coming into play. So they're still shorting it, and they have a lot of room to short it in front of our face. Being it could be short 100+ million, and that's what we'll see. But they don't want us to see that. So it's been ridiculous. They're shorting it through ETFs. That too. What you have to do is lose money on every trade, and then the one big one. So yeah, I guess, but still, I like to make money on all my trades, or at least most of them. But then again, there's a lot of positions to where I won't make money. I'll lose 5 and then gain 1, and then either break even or make some money out of it. They only lend shares on margin. And Fidelity has been loaning out 2 million short shares a day since last week. That's ridiculous. And check out the rule SR 2016-03. Looks like funds dumping small caps due to market fears. Shorts will piggyback on the downtrend. You never want to try and lose money on a trade. Yeah, I know you never want to try and lose money on a trade. I know what you were saying. But yes, 48 million shares were shorted on Friday alone. Food, I didn't eat any dinner last night. I feel like AMC is going to run next month. Yeah, I hope you're right. I hope it's early in the month. That would be amazing. But I also hope we see a large increase soon. 48 million on GME. No, it's on AMC. I didn't check GME. I would have to check it. Give me a second. 25,000 short shares left. Is that correct? So what I was showing to this, so we were looking at AMC here, and it was 41.7 million shares that they shorted out of the 125 that we had on Friday, which is 33%. I showed about 150,000 short shares available, but I don't know how much we would trust this because it doesn't make sense. They can obviously short over 100% if they wanted to, 100% of the stock if they wanted to, but they're not going to show us that. They're not going to give us that satisfaction, because if we seen that, then it would just be over. But when it comes to GME, so GME was 26% short, I believe, on Friday, or that might have been Thursday. It seems like, yes, 26% on Thursday. We did have 25% on Friday, so they are shorting that consistently and only showing us for GME. They're really only showing us 7%, I believe, from the last time I checked it. Yes. Oh, well, that went up because it was 7%. Now we're seeing about 14.74% for GME, which is 8.92 million, which is about 9 million, shorted shares. So that went up by over, 7%, basically doubled. No audio? What are you talking about? Maybe you press the like mute button or something, but my audio seems to be fine. Fidelity has 1 million shortable shares on GME today. If you Trader Pro, you can see it. I do have Active Trader Pro, but I have it on my laptop, not on here. For some reason, I can't upload it on this computer or download it on the computer. 9 out of 10 of my positions are red so far this morning. A good thing I'm in options to soften the blow. Average down or double down. Yeah, that's pretty much what you need. Audio's fine. It's okay. Disregard that. Did you turn the audio off? My Bluetooth was... Oh, my Bluetooth was on. I'm not saying Fidelity doesn't loan shares. They are a broker, so of course they do. They don't do loan out shares. Boom boom candles for AMC. Are we seeing AMC make some moves? Nice. That's what I like to see. Because that negative movement down to 32 was not something I like to see. I'm thinking we might see a bounce off of 31 again. Did we break? We didn't break low for AMC. We didn't break that point last week, did we? I wasn't paying too much or too close attention to that. I just need more coffee. I hear you. So yeah, GME was being heavily shorted as well. So we're definitely seeing the fact that they are being shorted. We're just not seeing the numbers come through when it comes to the short share of free float, the short share percentage of free float. We're not seeing that. Your audio is clear. Is it possible that your sound is louder? I don't know what that means. AMC is going to $200 today. Always coming through with the $200 price prediction. I don't know. I mean, again, a lot of this, it can happen out of nowhere, and it would be amazing if it did, because then options, people would make so much money on options, and so much money on the stock itself. But we do just want to see this continue to increase, consistently increase. That's what we want to see, and we're not seeing that right now because they want to paint this perfect picture. Like the video that I put out on Friday, talking about the fact that they're trying to paint this picture for us, showing us that the shorts have covered when they haven't really covered, showing us a low amount of shorted shares that are out there, showing us that people are selling the position, and that's not what we're seeing. They're trying to paint this perfect picture here, but we see everything that's behind the scenes as well. One of these days, though, they'll be right. Who will be right? Remember, they could choose to cover any day. Yes. When it happens, I'm going viral. Man, the walls, they keep putting AMC and keeping the price down is ridiculous. Yes, it's ridiculous. 100%. I do not like seeing all of the walls, and it's just crazy. Oh yeah, one of these days it'll be right. Yes. $200. How can I tell if my Fidelity shares lending on? I have no idea. I was trying to figure that out the other day, and I don't know. Thank you, 007. Hmm. Hmm. No, how to trade options on Fidelity. Oh, that looks like a good video. I watched that video from JJ Buckner. Does anybody else watch JJ Buckner? He was one of the first people to do an AMC live stream. One of the first people. It was Brian Jung, him, and me. And I don't know. I haven't seen a recommended video from Brian in a while. But I get recommended videos from JJ all the time. I watch his videos. One, he has access to I guess Fidelity Beta, which I believe is only Apple based. I guess that's probably why. Only for Apple products. Android doesn't have it yet. Because I would love that for my long term investing. Nobody is selling this, especially the massive amount of selling pressure. Yeah. Uh, you rockin' Soul Glow. Thank you from I um oh geez, why can't I come into America? Yes. Soul Glow. Brooklyn, thank you for becoming a member, a Money Makes Money member. I appreciate it. About time to give a margin call. Yes. On Friday during the power hour, AMC was trading only in or more on Fidelity level twos. Yeah, it looked weird, and I recorded it. Is that normal? It doesn't seem. Um, it doesn't seem really that normal. But then again, I don't really look that close as to what they're. Uh, you know what? That does seem a little weird, but I didn't see it, so obviously I'm not looking on Fidelity, and I wasn't actually looking, um, during the open. I do margin call on AMC. I meant to say I have a full volume on my phone trying to hear you, but it's like it's at 50% compared to other podcasts I listen to music. Well, music definitely plays a lot louder, but I don't know about other podcasts. I guess maybe mine is a little bit lower. That's possible. I know my mic is a little bit weird. I hate this mic. I need to get a different mic, and every time I say it, it reminds me of going on Amazon and getting a mic or something, and I never end up doing it. So, sorry. Um, I will send the video to your Twitter. What video? They continue 10K a share on the sell side and buy side. There's no way this is legit. Good morning, chat. Nothing to see with AMC or GME is normal at the moment. Can't wait till this blows up in their faces. Yeah, I can't wait either. It's gonna be so great. I just hate the fact that they extend this so long. Like you look at comparable to The Big Short, right? People that have billions of dollars, right? I'm not saying that this was retail traders or everyday people versus banks. It was more or less hedge funds versus the banks, and the banks were more stubborn than these hedge funds. So hedge funds were basically saying, you know what, we're right. You shouldn't be doing this, and basically, shorting as much as they can. So it was kind of the opposite side, but the banks were being the stubborn ones, and the banks were basically saying, you know what, we have more money than you. We're going to double down and triple down on this, and no matter what, we're going to extend it for years. And then it comes to the point to where it all blows up in their face, and they get bailed out. I don't know if that'll happen the same way for hedge funds, but it definitely it needed to happen with the banks. Without banks, then the economy really can't work. Um, I do like these dips. I'm trying to get 100 shares of AMC. Yeah, this would be the time. If we see that dip all the way down to 10, that's definitely the time. I'm telling you, if it goes down to $10, there is no way that I am letting that pass me by. I am putting a lot, not everything. I'm putting a lot into AMC at that point. I hate banks. Yeah, I know what you mean. We hate banks, but we kind of need them, which sucks. I need to apologize. I love what you do, man. Thank you. Remember apes. A lot of things we have to do. Buy and hold shares. Nothing more, nothing less. Yep. Bought 24 cents. Bought at 24 cents. Now at 17. Are you still optimistic on the coin, on Dogecoin? Yeah, I'm still optimistic on Dogecoin. There's a lot of positions that are down. It's not just Dogecoin that's actually decreasing, right? You see, Bitcoin down to 30,000. You see Ethereum, which is crazy, that's down to 30,000. I didn't see that earlier. I think it was down to 31. Ethereum's down to 1,800. Litecoin's down to 113. Right? You're seeing these positions across the board be down. It's not just Dogecoin that's down. Now, if it was just Dogecoin, yes, I would be less optimistic. But I'm not giving up on the position. Yes, I technically bought at 50 at first, 50 cents. Seeing that drop down, if I would have never done that, then I would have been able to lower my cost basis a lot more, getting down to 17. However, no matter what, I would have been above 20 cents where I bought. So either way, I think it's a great play. I think it can at least get back to 75 cents. I know people are going to consistently and continually put this down or pull this down from a level of close to $1. Can we see this increase over $1? Yes, it has the capability of increasing over $1. It's just, will people let it do that? Because it's all based on buyers and sellers of the position. So I am optimistic on Dogecoin. It has gone down to levels to where I didn't think it was going to get to again after going up to 29 cents. If I did, then I probably would have sold some of that position or all of it, and seeing that bounce or that pullback, so that when it goes down to 17 cents, I can easily, buy back in lower and buy more coins. You know what I mean? So I'm optimistic, but I also want to be able to capture as much as I can. So we'll see how that plays out after the fact. I might play it how I'm going to play ZOM. Just don't know if we'll see another pullback. That's the thing. Because this pullback is big across the board. It's not just Dogecoin. Doge to $10 today? Ridiculous. Crypto's in a bear market altogether. Next altcoin season, folks. Who loaded up on is going to be sitting pretty? Yes, I would agree with you. Doge to $10. Doge to $10 would be like a $1 trillion market cap. One point something $1 trillion market cap. So it'd be pretty big. All right, so we got about I don't know, 20 minutes to this stream, 22 minutes to this stream. I'm gonna stop at 9, get some work done and stuff like that. So this is mainly just a pre-market stream and everything. But I appreciate everybody being here. being a part of this community. Thank you, Fire Hero. I'm going viral. That's funny. Um, a trillion, I think Dogecoin uh, does become a reserve currency. Yeah, the thing is like if you can start to use it in different places, it ends up gaining a lot of worth to it, a lot of value. But it's very tough for it to get to that point because $1 trillion market cap means that it surpasses things like XRP. I believe it already did. Ethereum, yes, it passes Ethereum. It even passes Bitcoin at this point because Bitcoin has went up to about $1.2 trillion, and this would be around that point, 1.2, 1 point something trillion dollars of a market cap, which would be that would be the highest crypto by market cap. Um, I'm a newbie, and because of you, I'm doing this full time. That's amazing. That's amazing to hear, and I'm glad to hear that you found success with it. Success with it. Just understand. I don't know if you have a full strategy built, but understand that strategies do end up changing. I have my strategy, and whenever I feel like I'm not um, successful with it, maybe in a week or 2 weeks, I feel like some things have to change, and the way that I look at the markets have to change. So understand that there's always a form of adapting to how the market is running, especially in like a bear market. It's very tough to make money in a bear market. I've had my struggles because you have to really predict where those high points are. It's very easy for people to make money in a bull market because you have more increases than decreases rather than seeing more decreases than increases. Because if you're seeing it drop down so far in a bear market, eventually you're going to see that a little bit of a recovery to readjust the RSI, but they come every so often, not as much as you would think. So, Matt, you have permission to be my financial advisor. Should I buy more AMC today? I I can't do that. Can't do that. It's not about having permission. It's about having that job title. I'm a financial analyst, not a financial advisor. So, seems legally binding. It's funny. All right, so we're seeing GME down to 164.80, down 2.5%, and then AMC is down to 132.79, down 6.32% now. I guess 675. It keeps fluctuating, but about 6%. Oh, 2020 set up a lot of new investors to think the gains they're making are normal. I promise you, folks, 2020 was yes. I 100% agree. You need to look at your overall situation and basically say, like, can I make this much money in a bearish market? I think this is the right time to try. Is if you have any money to put towards day trading, even if you do it in paper trading, just see if you can make money in a bear market and see if you actually can be as disciplined as you think you are. Because a lot of people have this buy and hold mentality that yes, you can play that, but that's more long-term investing than anything. You don't buy and hold for a month. You don't buy and hold for 2 months. Typically, you buy and hold for years, and then you'll see those gains. And that's not something that you have daily income off of. You know, but when you have something where you make trades every single day, that's something you can gain daily income off of. Or investing into an index fund or something like that with $1 million, that's something you can make daily income or monthly income off of. And that's where you're looking to this play to basically fund your long term and short term trades. So, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some more I wanted to make one of Carl, and I had, yeah, you know what? Maybe delete this. All right, perfect. Have you ever do CD? Make the ticker symbol Carl. All right, sounds good. Nice little extra 10 shares. All right. So yeah, I mean, right now we're sitting in a. It doesn't really look like the best spot. You know, down 6.5% on AMC. Let's hope we could see some positive movement and just see a bounce, maybe around 32. Uh, but right now, we're not sitting in the best spot. But either way, they're showing us a picture they want us to see, and I think we understand the overall situation. This is why we continue to hold. After the ups and downs I've suffered from sport gambling, I don't see this any different in it to win it. Well, it is a little bit different, but I know what you mean. The reason why this is different is because this can come back. Something of sports gambling, it's like that. It can never make that move. Once you lose, right? That money is realized once you lose. But I think um, I always tell people, I'm like, look, are you into gambling at all? Because this is gambling to a point to where you never really lose unless you decide to lose. You know what I mean? Typically, you're down, right? And you invest $10,000. Let's say you put $10,000 on a blackjack table, right? You can lose that right away. But you put $10,000 into AMC, you don't lose that right away. You know what I mean? Like you can be down $1,000, $2,000, or even $10,000, whatever. Um, but you're never going to actually lose unless you sell the position. It's a better form of gambling and educated guesses that you can have because to tell you the truth, nobody really understands the market. Yeah, the stock market is educated gambling. Exactly. Where's my seat at the board of directors? Don't forget to check that rule out. SR. Yeah, I'll have to. Everything is red in the pre-market. I hope I remember. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Yeah, you have a wonderful day too. Everybody have a great day. I hope it's going to be a really, really good day. But we're still in this for like 12 more minutes. So, um, and then I didn't eat any dinner. I did, you know what I was thinking about doing? Because I did like no sugar, no added sugar for like a week, and it was horrendous for the first 2 days. And then the next couple of days have like I had a lot of energy. I felt really, really good, um, and all that. But I feel like I want to do that for like a month just to see how this plays out, how it affects your body, especially like you know maybe like weight wise or muscle gaining wise or fat gaining wise. I want to see how that affects your body Um, but yeah, I think I should try it. But I feel like I'll be really like bad on stream for the first 2 days. Behind Citadel after the squeeze. Like you're physically buying the building after you squeeze. It's ketosis or a ketogenic diet. I don't know. I don't know what that means. No added sugar is a ketogenic diet. I mean, I just call it not eating added sugar for no extra sugar. You're definitely gonna lose weight. Yeah, I don't think it's about the losing weight for me. I just want to know how it's gonna affect me, like going to the gym and all that stuff. Will I actually like get more headaches, not be able to complete my workouts? I don't really know. No, no sugar, low carbs, and high proteins. No, I was just gonna say no sugar because everything else I'm good with. I typically what I will do um, is I just want to see how the sugar affects my body. Just getting rid of the sugar, not anything else. Everything else stays the same. How does getting rid of the sugar affect your body? Because sometimes you'll realize that you have a certain diet that'll work for you, but or work for a lot of people. But what I want to see is how individual pieces affect your body um, in a way. So maybe I don't know. Let's see. You need carbs, you need proteins, you need some form of sugar in your body. But I just wanted to see how no added sugar would be good because I feel like I felt great. I did it for 7 days. The first 2 days I felt horrible, like I was going through withdrawal and I had headaches. It was just so bad. Um, but then after the first 2 days, it actually felt pretty good. And I was gonna do like an update on it, and I didn't end up putting it on TikTok. It was just I wasn't really into editing at that moment, which I'm not really into editing now. I don't really edit any of my videos anymore. I'm sure you're gonna be tired for the first few days. You can start drinking coffee like a person. I won't drink coffee. I went without coffee for two. Where'd it go? I went without coffee for 2 weeks. Nothing notable. I was drinking 3 cups and drinking. And you didn't go through any type of withdrawal. You're saying nothing notable, as in like nothing changed. I would imagine you had a lot of change. I know people that go through withdrawal from coffee, and it's pretty bad. Your body would turn fat into fuel. You get the same benefit. See, I do intermittent fasting though, and I notice a change with your body. Like you feel amazing because you're not eating as much. Um, and even on the times when I am eating, like I don't overeat because I didn't eat during breakfast. And he did. So yeah, I like intermittent fasting, and I would like to do both of those things. The only thing is, I feel like um, the first the first 2 days or maybe 3 days would be horrendous for no added sugar while intermittent fasting because you're not getting any sugar, any nutrients in at the morning. But then once you get to that 12 o'clock mark, you're getting a lot in. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do that. If you guys are interested in seeing that, I can definitely do that and put that on like my reaction channel as reacting to this. You know that video you did roasting the guy who roasted Trey had me dying. Bro just picked up some damn. So yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate the fact that you like that video. I did another video on if you have any other people that have any type of. I could have roasted him worse. I was thinking about like literally roasting his physical appearance, but I didn't want to do that because the fact that he said that Trey looked like he was like, "What drugs are you on?" I was just like, "What? Like, what drugs are you on, man? It makes no sense." I could have roasted him so much worse than that, but I didn't want to be that type of person. So you see Connor his 40-day fast. No, I didn't. Hard to get out of bed, much easier to go to bed. Shared it on Twitter and tagged you. Took his money. Yeah. uh and again, coffee, breath. You know what's funny? I tried what's it called? What's that called? Pickled garlic for the first time, and I was surprised how it tastes, and it tastes good, but it's just like that. The garlic breath that you get from it is still bad, still very bad. It's just mixed with a different flavor. So Erica was like, "You need to go brush your teeth," and I did, and she was like, "You need to go brush your teeth again," and I was like, "Well, it's not going away anytime soon, so you're gonna have to deal with it." Um, but yeah, I haven't eaten it since, but it was really good. Anyways, we have 4 minutes, so let me do this. Let me see what's going on here and where we're at. See any type of predictions that I do have, where I feel it's going to go, all that stuff. Only one hearing an echo from his mic. You're hearing an echo from my mic? Shouldn't. There's no other audio chain on. There's no desktop audio on or anything. I stopped drinking coffee for a whole last week and felt legit withdrawal. I slept almost a whole week. It was weird. Started again yesterday and feel great. Pickled garlic seems like it would be good on a burger. Oh, that does sound amazing. You know what? Making burgers today because that sounds phenomenal. We don't have any burger buns. You can't eat burgers without burger buns. When I was a kid, we used to just eat it on plain bread. But who wants to do that? You need a burger. Anyways, um, let's go into this. So AMC is currently at $32.77. It's down $2.19, which is or $2.16. Down about 6.18%. You're seeing GME around $164.15, down about $5 or 2.89%. When it comes to AMC, I'm definitely thinking we're going to see a little bit of a bounce. The volume, I would imagine, is somewhere around 1 point something million shares, which is not really that bad. I think we're going to see a bounce off of 31 ish, or we might even see it just slightly break 32, and then see that bounce up to hopefully a positive state. We're hoping that we see something around 35, maybe even increase over that, 37. See some massive moves today. That's what I'm hoping for. But just know, whatever massive move we do see, we're going to see a little bit of a pullback towards the end of the day. That's what they like to do. So we might end up seeing somewhere around break even or down 1% or 2% or something like that. So that's what I'm thinking we're going to see. When it comes to GME, I'm not 100% sure. I've seen days where we have seen a decent increase. I think GME is going to be kind of the complete opposite. I think GME, we're going to see more of an increase in this position. And again, we're going to see a little bit of a pullback from at the end of the day. That's where I'm thinking it's going to be. These are merely just it's my opinion based on no, um, no, I guess I guess you're looking at real information, but not really looking at a lot of history or looking at patterns or anything like that. Because the patterns, I wouldn't say they don't mean anything. They just haven't meant anything when it comes to the past information. So, um, that's what I'm looking at for AMC and GME. Currently, the volume is 770,000 shares in just Webull alone. So it's probably a lot more when you look at it overall. But that's what I'm thinking. If anybody else feels the same way, let me know. Guys, that's pretty much it. It's about 9 o'clock. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Also, check out some of my other channels. Check out my reaction channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more reactions over there. If you have any people that you want me to react to, let me know in the comments of those videos. But we're almost at 500 subscribers, so get me to 500 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers, whatever you can do. I appreciate it, everybody that stops by. Also, thank you to the new 6 members that we gained today. You guys are amazing. You make this community better when you continue to expand the reach of this community. But know that we're still in this fight. We're still fighting hard. We're still looking to push this thing up and do as much as we can in order to make this thing great. So guys, again, thank you. I will be up with another video, whether it's MP Shorts or this channel, but I want you guys to have a great day. I really hope that we see a massive increase, and I hope it doesn't go the way that I planned, or the way that I see it. I hope it goes up to 70. That would be phenomenal. But guys, I will catch you in another video. See ya.